Hello once again, Dralide here, back with part 2 of my, well, second Q&A session in which I'm going to be answering your questions and stuff. So yeah, I've got another Escort match just running in the background because it's from the same lobby actually, it's just I recorded a few and I haven't really recorded since, so sorry if it's a bit repetitive, but you know, I'll do something different next time. Anyway, so I think I've got enough questions that I can just fit it into one match, so I might as well just get straight into them. Okay, so the first question's from Perfect In Between, or Trio as a lot of people will know him as, and he asks, would you rather split your wrists or suffer those fucking OSBs we had to verse a couple of nights ago? Well, honestly, I'd probably rather split my wrists since it'd probably be less painful than having to play against cunts like that again, so yeah, pretty much. Okay, so 99 Johnny Boy has a few questions. So first of all, what's my favourite character in AC3 so far? Assuming you're talking about the multiplayer, since it's pretty much no contest as far as single player goes. I'd have to say that guy with like the cool hat and mask slash scarf combo. I have no idea what his name is, so I'm giving you a pretty shitty description here. But yeah, he looks kind of like a spy or something, and yeah, he looks pretty awesome. So I want to play him. Will you do a single player let's play of AC3? Maybe, I'm not really sure. I mean, if I did, it'd probably be on like my second playthrough or something. Even though that'll probably be a while after the game comes out. So I don't know, but I'll probably upload some stuff from the single player. It just might not be a playthrough. Like, so yeah. What's your ideal profile set for Wanted? I don't really play Wanted in ACR since I kind of really don't like it. But if I was to go into a Wanted lobby now, I'd use something other than like, you know, smoke and poison or mutant smoke. I'd probably bring knives because there's always going to be runners. Then I'd probably just bring something else like charge or something like that, just for fun and being a bit different. So I mean, I'm not really the person to ask for good Wanted setups because I don't really play it. Yeah. I really should start trying to play it a bit more often and get into it, like, because I really did like it in ACB. It's just kind of not all that fun for me in ACR. So yeah. And the final question from Johnny Boy is, what are your feelings on the new domination mode that they showed at E3? And did EA, which I think you mean Ubisoft, did they change the reverse detection meter? As far as the reverse detection meter goes, I think it's still there, as far as I know. And I'm pretty sure they've changed it so that it fills up faster now. I think the closer you are to your target, and it depletes a lot faster if you're in high profile in the line of sight. With this new domination mode, I guess it looks alright. I mean, it's not the most, you know, creative mode they've come out with, since it's kind of just, well, it's domination from like, say, COD, pretty much, with an AC twist on it. But honestly, I prefer that they, you know, I prefer if they made the game itself and like the current modes work better, instead of just adding new modes for the sake of it. X Royal Girl X, or Lena as she's also known, asks, why are you so awesome and how can I be awesome like you? Well, I guess it must be the cornflakes, since eating cornflakes makes everybody awesome. But you're already awesome as it is, so that's alright. And she also asks, if I was the VIP and Laddie wants to kill me, would you protect me and escort me while I shop for 8 straight hours until I'm finished? What would you do to stop him, and what tactics do you think he'll use to punch you and kill me? Well, first of all, if you're shopping for that long, I hope you buy me something nice if I'm going to be protecting you. What would I do to stop him? Well, I'd probably just try and be all stealthy and shiz, and failing that, I'd probably just bring out the hidden gun and shoot him, because I'm a douchebag like that. What tactics do you think he'll use to punch you and kill me? I reckon he'll probably just be a really crafty bugger, pop out of a corner, yell surprise bitch, punch me in the face, and then murder you. And I'll be powerless to stop him. Yeah, I guess that sounds about right. Flavian78 asks, if you could go anywhere, where would you go and why? If we were talking realistically, then I'd like to go back to Italy actually, because I've been to I went to Florence and Rome last year, like during a family holiday and stuff. So you know, I'd like to go back to Italy again and see some other places, because I quite like it there. It's nice. If we were being completely unrealistic, then I'd like to go to the Citadel for Mass Effect and like just hang out with Commander Shepard in his favourite stall in the Citadel. Derp derp derp. Mvidash asks, well, a few questions actually. Will we see some more ACB gameplay on your channel? Yeah, actually, I'm planning to do some more ACB videos soon because I was playing it the other day and I just sort of decided I really need to start recording some more ACB stuff. What's your favourite non-AC game? I'd say as a series overall, I'd say Mass Effect because I really enjoyed playing the trilogy for that, despite some of the narrative derps. But you know, whatever. Can't remember the first game you ever played. I can't remember the first game I ever played, but I can remember some of the first games, like on the PlayStation 1 and Game Boy Color. Because I think the first console I had when I was a kid was the PlayStation 1. I didn't really play many Nintendo games aside from Pokemon Yellow was the first Pokemon game I played. And then my best like gaming memories from my childhood would definitely be from Crash Bandicoot because that's such an awesome game. Which song would you pick as your personal theme song if you were a video game character? I really don't know actually because I can't really think of a theme that would suit the kind of character I'd like to be if I was, you know, a game character. So if I could kind of make this question more like what's my favourite theme from a video game, then at the moment I'd say it's the Song of the Dragonborn, basically Skyrim's main theme, because it's just really cool. I like how it's sang in the dragon tongue. It's pretty awesome. I know I've kind of had a bit of a brain derp here and I couldn't answer that question, so I just sort of changed it. Sorry. Why the name Don't Stand in the Fire? It's actually something I used to say a lot when I used to play World of Warcraft, basically. Like sometimes if I was in a raid or whatever, and someone was standing in bad stuff, I'd be like, "Don't stand in the fire." Or like if a raid leader was calling tactics and stuff, I would just summarize it with that line. It's not really that funny, I know, but you know, it's not something I made up, but I think it's quite a popular saying back then. That a lot of people used to say, and I sort of just did as well. And then I sort of thought it was a kind of fitting channel name, so you know, because I made my channel about 3 years ago, like 2 years before I even started making YouTube videos, so it's kind of irrelevant now, like the name, but I guess I'm sort of stuck with it. Yeah. And is there a story behind the name Dralite? Kind of, I guess. I mean, Dralite was the name of one of my characters on WoW, and Dra had been my gaming nickname for a while anyway, so I don't know, the name Dralite, I kind of liked it, and it's sort of just stuck since then. So yeah, thanks for those questions. Laddie McCrispy asks, would you ride a unicycle through a forest fire while juggling 3 vodkas and a martini for £1,000? Maybe. Can I wear a fire suit? Because that might help, unless I'm not sure how much it would help if I fell like directly into the fire. But what have I got to lose, I guess? I mean, aside from my life, I mean, I might come out with a few singes, but I could come out as well £1,000 richer, so why not? Yeah. Sarah APR asks, do you sing in the shower? If yes, what do you sing? Well, I'm not gonna lie, I do sometimes, but well, by singing I mean like whistling or maybe humming, depending on how good a mood I'm in. But no, I don't sing because that wouldn't be good for anyone within like a 5-mile radius of my house, basically. Yeah. The Lord Voldemort PT asks, why do guys have nipples? That's a good question, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's just one of those things, like, guys have nipples, but we're not allowed to have boobs. Well, I guess there's some guys who have moobs, if you want to count that. Ew. There's a serious answer to this question somewhere out there on the internet, I'm sure, that I probably could have just googled. But this question was kind of too funny for me to take too seriously, so yeah. Okay, Grim Reaper 3303 asks, what 5 movie, TV or video game characters would you want with you to survive a zombie apocalypse? Okay, so first of all, we need a good leader, so I'd bring Commander Shepard for that. Secondly, Bear Grylls, since he's like a survival expert, you know, drinks his own piss and all that. And I think if we were in a tight spot for food or something, he could probably improvise and get us through that, which would obviously be very handy. Third, I think it would make sense to bring someone who is proficient in zombie killing, so I'd say Isaac Clarke from Dead Space. I know that necromorphs and zombies aren't quite the same thing, but it's close enough, and plus he has awesome weapons which he can also bring to the table. Fourth, just because me being me, I would need to have someone from AC on this list. I'd just bring Connor Kenway from Assassin's Creed 3. It would be good to have someone who's like a predatory / hunter type character anyway. I think that could come in handy. Okay, fifth and finally, I'd have to say Samantha Bryn from Gears of War 3, since she could probably kick zombie ass just as easily as she does Locust. And also that accent, just putting it out there, is awesome. Caddy Cool asks, will there be many Cornflakes Conquest on AC3? Yes, there will. XRDN, I might have pronounced that wrong, asks, what do you like about AC single player? For me, mainly it's the story that I'm into. I mean, the gameplay's good. It starts to get a bit repetitive, but AC3 should make that, fresh again. But yeah, it's mostly the story that I'm into with Assassin's Creed single player. Okay, final question comes from PixelGen Media, who asks, choice between kill raping Ezio or Altair, one lives, one dies, which one and why? I had to think about this one for a while because it's quite a hard question for me to answer. But if I was to base it off, who the better assassin is or who did the most for the order, I'd have to say Ezio to die, because Altair definitely did a lot more and he lived for a lot longer. As much as Ezio did a lot as well, Altair definitely did the most for the assassin order. But from personal preference, if I had to pick a favourite, then I prefer Ezio, so I'd have to kill Altair, as horrible as that is, because I love them both. But yeah. Okay, that's everything. Thank you for all your questions. There was certainly a lot of fun to answer. I hope you've enjoyed this Q&A. I've been Jolite, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.